In the next 10 years, one technology will decide the fate of superpowers. A signal so fast, it bends the limits of physics. A network so intelligent.
In the 21st century, power is no longer measured in weapons, but in bandwidth. And now, a new battlefield emerges, one that will decide the future of global dominance.
Bill Thorsmond. The United States, long the leader in wireless technology, suddenly saw a challenger rising. Fast, strategic, and unstoppable.
China had already learned from the battles of 4G and 5G. This time, it intended not just to compete, but to dominate. In the heart of Beijing, a new command lab orchestrates the nation's 6G strategy.
To build 6G, both nations needed one thing above all: control of the spectrum, the oxygen of the digital world. Would own 6G. And both nations knew it.
In American labs, engineers push technology to its absolute limits.
China, massive mega projects were launched, fast, coordinated, and backed by unlimited state power. Inside this vast research hall, faceless engineers orchestrate constellations of hardware.
6G would not only change phones, it would change warfare. Quantum secure networks linking every soldier, every drone, every sensor. Millisecond latency turning split-second decisions into synchronized strikes.
Artificial intelligence would supercharge the race, turning 6G from a technology into a revolution. Here, neural nets weave with spectrum waves, forming a network that thinks, learns, and connects in real time.
Two nations, two visions, staring across a line of light. Circuits hum, codes collide, and the future waits in the balance. And so began one of the greatest technological rivalries in human history.
China accelerated its quantum research, hoping 6G would inherit unbreakable security born from quantum networks.
The United States fired back, focusing on terahertz technology, the key to unimaginable data speeds.
6G would not simply be faster, it would reshape civilization itself. Imagine surgeons operating with no lag. Cities where vehicles fly, drive, and coordinate in perfect harmony.
Where technology grows, espionage follows.
American tech giants stepped in, knowing the race could determine their survival.
Latency in the
millisecond range changes everything. We can't afford to wait for regulators.
Then we buy spectrum rights now, lock competitors out before summer.
Or partner with the satellites. It gives us coverage and cuts deployment time in half.
China's telecom giants responded with unprecedented scale and unmatched speed. From a single headquarters in Beijing, red networks erupted, lighting city after city, country after country. By nightfall, the map of Asia glowed like one connected circuit.
In 6G, patents became ammunition, and both sides armed themselves heavily. Each filing, a piece of strategic ground. Each citation, a shot across the bow. By the middle of the decade, the race had hardened into a new front.
Universities became battlegrounds of innovation, fueling the race with fresh minds. Here, equations ignite like sparks. Ideas take flight as living light, and the next generation of networks is stitched together above the lab benches.
The experiment recorded in China 6G can build evaluators in the array of Richmond on Irving Clinton. The billions were poured into the race. Money now had only one direction.
Space became the new frontier, where 6G networks would blanket the world from above.
Angsters in orbital space, China accelerated its orbital ambitions, aiming to lead from space.
Answer to powerful space defense networks to secure its communications future.
both sides struggled to tame the ultra-high frequencies that defined 6G.
Artificial intelligence became the brain. 6G became the nervous system.
Security was no longer an afterthought. It was the battlefield itself. Attacks stormed the network like artillery, probing for weakness. Defenses rose in real time, shields of code, walls of light. Every contest of packets and pulses was another skirmish in a silent war.
China envisioned cities that thought, learned, and evolved. Neighborhoods where tradition met intelligence. Transportation that anticipated needs before they were spoken. Networks that linked every person, building, and system in a living web of information.
America focused on innovation, making 6G a platform for limitless creativity.
Soon, the race spilled into global diplomacy, where every conversation carried the weight of a new era.
Allies across the world faced a choice. Join the blue network or the red. 6G was no longer technology. It had become strategy. From the war room, golden data flows linked every sensor, every responder, every drone. Decisions that once took minutes now struck like lightning. A flood, a blackout, a ship in distress.
Whoever wrote the rules of 6G would shape the future of communication for decades. Around this table, the vision is no longer theoretical. Networks, policy, and possibility converge in real time. Graphs alive with data, documents that breathe, ideas made visible.
China began testing deployment at blistering speed. Arrays of agile red drones spread across the night sky, stitching scans of each antenna, analyzing reflections in real time.
The United States launched its own prototypes, leaner, smarter, and highly secure. From the desert floor, waves of blue energy sweep out from each new 6G node, threading the horizon with data the moment it's born. Every signal, every connection, safeguarded at the source.
6G would unleash a tsunami of data, more than humanity had ever seen.
The world was approaching a turning point, an impact that would redefine communication forever. In the shadows, elite cyber units prepared for a new kind of conflict. One fought at the speed of light. Data breach simulations flared into live alarms. Red vectors slashed across the globe. M6G promised real-time battlefield awareness, autonomous machines acting with absolute precision. Now, swarms of drones converse at the speed of thought, sharing every angle, every heartbeat of the battlefield.
China expanded its digital Silk Road, exporting 6G infrastructure across continents.
The United States rallied its strongest allies, forming a unified front for 6G innovation. From Tokyo and Seoul to the heart of Europe, a single network of possibility began to take shape.
Circulators. But both sides faced a critical challenge: taming the unstable terahertz frequencies.
G factories could think, react, and rebuild themselves. An industrial revolution reborn. Every sensor, every arm, every chip links to its neighbors at lightning speed. Decisions made in microseconds let production flow like liquid light.
In America, a breakthrough changed everything. The terahertz barrier began to crumble.
AI-powered prediction turned networks into living organisms. Reactive, adaptive, unstoppable.
But with progress came sabotage. Attacks that tried to cripple early 6G systems. Are lost by plans connaître.
number of connected devices soared into the trillions. Powered by 6G.
Quantum technology stood ready to shield 6G with unbreakable defenses.
Air America countered with zero trust security. Every device verified, every connection monitored. Layer by layer, digital shields wrap the 6G networks, authenticating each signal before it could reach the core.
Holographic calls became reality. Distance began to lose meaning.
Tensions rose. This was no longer about technology. It was about global power.
"6G promised megacities unlike anything humanity had ever imagined. Roads that drive themselves, drones that heal the skies, and buildings that think."
China integrated 6G into its cities faster than any nation on Earth. From megacity skylines to mountain railways, every streetlight, train, and tower became part of a living network. A web of red light carrying data at unimaginable speed.
Monitor rain for overall things instead storm. The US focused on resilience. Networks that could survive anything.
With 6G, AGI systems gained a nervous system. Faster, broader, alive.
Even the Arctic became a battleground for global 6G coverage.
Information. The oceans, once silent, became alive with data.
Bad, but low-orbit space grew crowded, dangerously crowded. Satellites from every nation, every company streaked above the world in tangled spirals. Red against blue, paths crossed within heartbeats.
China launched satellites faster than ever, determined to dominate from above.
The U.S. next generation answered defense systems. Personally, only orbital defense system.
Pilot zones lit up, testing the future in real neighborhoods. As the network sparks to life, streets, homes, and rooftops connect in seamless waves of data. Every lamppost, every bridge, every screen becomes part of a shared pulse.
Waiting for the dawn of a new age. 6G will reshape nations, industries, and the lives of billions. But the race is far from over. Every breakthrough sparks a new rivalry, and every victory reveals a new battlefield. That's the premise.